Let's go, family. I'm so excited for this video. I am going to go over something that's going to change your life. If you're a mindset coach, a performance coach, or a spiritual based coach, and you help transform people's mind and soul to get a goal in their life, then this video is for you. This is the number one business model that you can run right now as one of those coaches to scale to the next level. As you guys know, I worked with the famous Bob Proctor in 2020. And when I met him, I was dead broke, sleeping in my car. And within 60 days of working with him, I was a consultant where I would teach and sell his high ticket program called Thinking into Results. And in this program, I acquired over 250 clients that I would mentor in masterminds and live events. And I went from 0 to 100 grand a month on the way to 7 figures and earned over $1.2 million in that coaching business in the span of 2 years. So what I'm going over in this quick little video, well, it's not quick, it's going to be about 20, 30 minutes, but it's everything that you need if you're one of those mindset coaches or performance coaches, because one of the hardest things to sell is mindset because there's no tangible asset. So we're actually covering, if you haven't watched it, I'm going to attach it right here. I recorded a video where I talk about how to actually acquire customers into your business. So that's client acquisition. This video is about the actual business model itself. Like, what are you selling? How do you sell it? How do you get paid? How do you scale, team, all that kind of stuff. So without further ado, let's go ahead and let me add this to the screen here and let's break this down. So this looks kind of confusing, but I'm going to break down every single step so that you're very clear. Whether you want to work with my company or whether you want to do by yourself, at the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to do. So let's go ahead and let's start with the first part here, which I call the traffic engine. Okay, that's the scientific word you want to call it, traffic engine, but really it's called the social funnel. I highly recommend open up another tab or be in the description below. You watch my social funnel video where we talk about how we use Instagram and YouTube together in order to attract your dream clients over to your Instagram, build a relationship with them on YouTube so that they're ready to buy your high ticket coaching program before they ever get on a call with you. All right, so make sure you watch that. So the first part of this, the traffic engine here, is using Instagram ads to go out there and attract your dream clients to your Instagram hero page. All right. The second asset we're going to have here is your YouTube organic channel. And the third one is your Instagram organic. All right. So what we're going to be doing, we call this a social funnel now. We're going to drive all that traffic over here to your funnels and your sales asset. So the first asset that you're going to have on this side is your actual Instagram page. So I highly recommend, if you're a mindset or performance coach and you're doing any organic methods, and you want consistencies, you want to scale your business, then I highly recommend using a system like this because it's predictable. You can scale your business. You can have time freedom, financial freedom, location freedom, and get your clients the optimal results because of something called a mastermind principle, which we'll talk about in a second. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to use organic and paid methods to drive all those brand new dream customers over to your Instagram. Right. So that's the first asset that we're going to have. The second asset that we're going to have is your actual YouTube channel. So you guys watching this video right now are part of my social funnel, right? You see how I have these long form videos that you probably have been watching now for some time. And this should be in your mind right now that this is actually working because you're part of it. So the YouTube channel that you're going to build, and you don't have to be an expert on YouTube because we'll teach you how to do all of that, right? So the point of the YouTube videos, you're going to be putting out consistent videos, at least one a week, two a week, however many you want, and you're going to be creating content that solves a problem or helps your customers get results in advance. So giving value in advance to build relationship with them before they ever get involved with your program. So what we'll do is we'll funnel all those people from your Instagram, and we know we can't convert them on a 30-second video. So we convert them over to a 10, 20, 30-minute YouTube video that you'll be creating and building that deeper sense of connection with your customer. And you being a mindset coach, you know how important it is to have a deep connection, not only with yourself in the world, but with your clients, and you value those things. So something like a YouTube channel will help you build those connections that you won't be able to get on Instagram, okay? So then we're going to go ahead and we're going to funnel those people over now to something called the VSL, or video sales letter, right? So that's a 10 to 15-minute video that your customers will watch that will speak directly about what you offer, okay? So why do you need something like a VSL? Well, once those people are messaging you on your Instagram, right? You're posting on your you're posting on your Instagram. You're running your ads to get brand new followers. You're growing your personal brand and your brand authority. Those people are watching your YouTube channel and they're slowly starting to grow. You don't need 1,000 followers, 200K followers on YouTube. You can do it with as small as 200, 300 subscribers on YouTube. But now when they're messaging you on Instagram, they're going to say, hey, can you tell me more about your business? Can you tell me more about your offer? That's when you will send them this thing called a video sales letter, which is that video that will explain everything about your business. All right. Those are the only 3 things that you need. And with this, you can run a 6-figure per month business. Very, very simple. So that's the funnels and the sales assets, right? Now let's move over to the next part here, which is the product engine. So in this part, you might be saying, well, DeAndre, what are we actually selling? And I'm so excited to be sharing this particular video with you because one of the biggest mistakes that I made in my very first coaching business was a couple things. The first one was I charged high ticket. I charged anywhere between 7 to 10 grand, depending on what time of how many clients I had at the time. But my clients only pay me one time, and you're gonna run into that. My clients would pay me one time, but then I'd be working with them for 6 months, a year, 2 years, and it got kind of draining, especially if you're not getting paid anymore. So we want to be able to still attract a high ticket client, right? We want a client to pay you 5 to 10 grand, but we also want something called monthly recurring revenue. So how do you build that? And I'm so excited to release this video to you all for free, and you can implement it yourself if you desire. But it's something I've never seen anybody do. So here's how we're going to actually balance out monthly recurring revenue with high ticket programs. All right. So what we'll do here is the front end is you're going to have a digital program, which is your first high ticket program. You're going to charge anywhere between $5,000 to $10,000 for that first program. If you don't have it yet, don't worry. Here at High Ticket Hero, we help you build all of these. Obviously, that's what we're sharing with you, right? So you can either do it yourself, totally fine, or you can get our guidance, help condense your time frames and help you get results faster and make it more streamlined. But without further ado, so you're going to have your first high ticket program, whatever you want to call it, and you're going to have a time frame on this, right? It can be anywhere between 4 to 6 months for this program, all right? So here's how it's going to work. You're going to have your course, right? The course part of it, where they're going to be watching videos, and then you'll have your group chat, your group calls that you'll have, all right? But what we're going to do, a lot of mistakes that mindset coaches do is that they're either doing one-on-one coaching, courses, group calls, all these kind of things, but they never foster something called a mastermind. All right, this is a principle that was first came about by Napoleon Hill, and Napoleon Hill taught, so on and so forth, Earl Nightingale, and Earl Nightingale taught Bob Proctor, who was my mentor. So Bob Proctor, we really talked about masterminds. Mastermind is basically a community that you build around your clients. All right, it's not just a course, it's not just a group chat, it's a community. All right. And the reason you want to build this is because it gives you time freedom. And basically, your customers start to take responsibility for themselves because they don't always come to you for the answers. See, if you're a mindset coach right now and you're doing group coaching, you're probably the head coach and you do these Zoom calls and your students are always asking you for results, right? And so your business is dependent on you to be on that coaching call, right? That's a typical group chat. What a mastermind does is the coach actually instills power into the community so that the community becomes a self-thriving, perpetuating cycle, meaning the community goes to itself for the answers. Now you come and you nurture it, but eventually it gets to the point that the community becomes so tight, so big, so powerful in a way, and because of principles and values and the things we'll teach you how to do, so that your customers come to the group for the answers, not always having to come to you. And because they're coming to the group, they start to take more responsibility for their success, which means that they get better results. Your customers will actually thank you for enrolling them into your coaching program, and you'll actually have time freedom because you're not always having to be on the Zoom calls, because after a while it becomes this momentum thing that your community becomes so tight because they are going to themselves and the group for the answers, okay? So that's how we define a mastermind, but it's easier said than done. So your first high ticket program, you're going to have a high ticket course and they will get access to the mastermind. Okay. So this is 2 together, but eventually what happens after that 6-month mark or that 4-month mark, however long your program is, for this example, let's just say 6 months. What happens? Well, they get terminated. And that's what I used to do. I either would terminate clients or they would have to get lifetime access. But here's what I'm introducing to you in this amazing, let me share my screen here. This amazing new opportunity is that eventually they're going to pay you $500. It could be anywhere from $100, $200, $500 a week, usually no more than $500 a week. And yes, it's a weekly payment, and they're going to pay on a weekly basis to keep access to that mastermind community. Because what we're going to teach you how to do is not only just teach them mindset, but actually how to transform themselves. Maybe teach them some business skills. You're going to foster such a deep community that people want to pay so they can remain part of such a massive community that they've never have outside in their personal world. And we're going to have to teach you these leadership roles, right? So people are going to pay on a weekly basis to maintain access to the mastermind that they originally got with the high ticket program, right? Because obviously they're not in that anymore after the 6 months or the 6 months has ended, right? Hopefully you guys are following me here. So you got the high ticket price up front, the high ticket client up front. Now the 6 months has ended, and now we move into a monthly recurring revenue. So now you get paid consistently every single month. So your business is never starting at zero. When I did my 100 grand month, the following month I started at zero. It doesn't matter if I made 100 grand or 200 grand. I always had to start over at zero. Not with this business model. You will always have a cushion or a bottom layer to always take care of you, pay for your staff, your ads, or whatever it is, and you have a community that's loving it. It's an amazing system that benefits the client, benefits you as a business, and it's an amazing system. Okay, so this is your very first version of your mastermind, right? So we have the high ticket program and the mastermind combined together. But what I'm going to give you is a nice little secret. I'm not going to go too deep into it right now, because if you're watching this video and you decide to be one of my clients, I'm not looking for you to be part of my client, one of my clients for 6 months or a year. We're talking 2 years, 3 years, 5 years. I have a 10-year vision for this business. So if you're like anything like me and the mindset and spiritual base, you value deeper relationships. You want to throw live events. You want to throw, retreats and stuff like this. Well, guess what? In High Ticket Hero, I've run a lot of events, and I'm learning how to get even better with my events. We will eventually teach you how to take those clients of yours that are in a digital community and then turn that into a physical community, AKA live events and live retreats. So go ahead and drop a like right now. I know you're going to love this. So now we're going to go into mastermind 2. As you see all these arrows kind of going down to your mastermind, see, in your physical mastermind, these people will pay you anywhere from $25,000 to $50,000 per year to have access to your live events. Now you can throw live events maybe about 4 a year. It's completely up to you. And this client of yours will pay you to have access to that. And so you will have a live event. Imagine having an event in like Medellin, Colombia, or Costa Rica, or Dubai, or in Texas, or in some cabin, or a live event in Miami, however you want to do it. Now, these people, they're coming from your digital program, and it's pure profit when they upgrade to your live events. And so you have only 2 programs, a high ticket program at the very beginning and a live physical mastermind at the back end. In a business model like this, you're impacting people, you have time freedom, and you're able to impact your clients at the highest level, and you're having fun because you're throwing live events. But that's enough. That's for a completely different video. But you see how I'm already instilling a bigger vision for you in this high ticket program, digital masterminds and physical masterminds. All right. So that's our product engine. Now let's move over to the next part here, which is math and KPIs. If you're anything like me, one of the biggest mistakes I made in my coaching business was I was sloppy. All I had was a Zoom call, a payment checkout, and like access to Bob's like program. I didn't track anything, no KPIs, no ads. I didn't have any CRMs or any of this stuff. So my business ended up exploding and imploding because I had no operations, no system. And if you're anything like me, we're very deep into our spirit and our emotions, and controlling and bending the world to our will with our mind and our feeling in the spirit, and using the laws to create. But sometimes the technical parts like tracking and stuff are not the best. So that's why here, we're going to give that to you, all right? So math and KPIs. As you see this little sheet right here, we have things from like how much you're spending on ad spend. And coolest thing about ad spend we talked about in the social funnel, you can start with as little as $30 a day in ads and start attracting high ticket clients. It's because there's a certain psychology that we use to get your clients for cheap, and then they're willing to pay a lot because of some of the things that we're building out, like using YouTube and Instagram and organic methods that we teach. So we'll be tracking your followers, the amount of DMs, all these kind of things. So it's so simple, so streamlined that in less than 20 minutes, you can completely track your business, right? Because you're running a mindset or spiritual-based business or performance business. You're helping people get results. And sometimes getting that technical part down in the business can be the biggest difference between you earning 10 grand a month or 10 grand a day consistently, right? So 10 grand a month or 300 grand a month is the difference between these little things. And because I went through that stuff and you don't have to do it, I'm going to give that to you when you get into the High Ticket Hero program, all right? So that's tracking and KPIs. Next part is the team. So this is what your team would look like over the next 12 months as you're starting to work in this organization, right? Whether you're working with me or you want to build this out yourself, however you like. So this is obviously me, DeAndre. So, or put yourself in here. So you're going to be the CEO and founder of your company. So what you'll be doing is creating content, helping your clients, and leading the business, right? You're going to be the visionary because we want to have a business that's not reliant on your time and you doing work. And the only way to do that is to have systems and operations and an A+ team so that you can focus on just content and being a visionary for where you want to take your clients and the industry. Make sense? So the first person that's you're going to add on your team is a guy like Chris. Chris is going to be your DM setter because when you're using the social funnel, which is the Instagram and the YouTube, there's going to be a flood of DMs. No more outreach, no more reaching out to people and waiting for the algorithm gods to bless you with reach. No, your dream customers will be in your DMs asking you for help, right? So you're going to need a DM setter. And so the job of the DM setter is to set inbound appointments coming in from your Instagram DMs. All right. So in the program, we give you setters all for free. We'll set them up, we'll train them, all that kind of good stuff. We'll teach you how to train them. So after you have your setter, right, you're going to need somebody to do the sales call. Now, you're going to learn how to do your own high ticket sales calls, high ticket being between 5 to 10 grand, but eventually you're going to want somebody else to do those calls. So that's where a guy like Julian comes in. Julian, his only role is to enroll clients into your program. So imagine you're sitting at home and you get an alert that you have a brand new client that just enrolled. Or imagine you're in Colombia or on the beach and you're enrolling clients and you're not even having to do it yourself. That's the kind of vision we're trying to set up for you over the next 12 months here. So after you got Julian on board, after you got a DM setter like Chris on board, one of the next guys you're going to want to build is a guy like Jason. Now, Jason's going to be a client success manager, and his role is to onboard clients, coaches, and hold clients accountable to the results. So his only role is not just to sell, but to be in the community, helping and giving results and giving feedback, giving you feedback to know where to make improvements in your program and be that first point of contact for your customers. All right. So we covered the DM setter. We've covered the closer. We've covered a client success coach. Now, the next person you're going to want to add is a guy like Patrick. Patrick's going to be your operations manager. Trust me, you're the type of person that needs to be leading the front and the vision of your 7-figure company. So Patrick, what he's going to do is manage the day-to-day operation and help your clients. So he's going to be doing your tracking the ads and the KPIs and the math, making sure the funnels and the software, nothing's breaking. He's the technical guy that will take care of it. And so as you see here, I'm planning a vision for you because this is the things that you're going to need to build while sustainably, predictably scaling to a 6-figure per month or 7-figure per year mindset coaching or performance-based business. All right. The next person you're going to want to add is a guy like Brian. Brian's only role is the community management. He manages clients' communities and organizes your live events. So whether it's your live retreats, your live events, making sure that the communities are running smoothly and making improvements. Remember that mastermind, making sure that there's quality inside of that group and the group is getting results and that they're happy. That's his only role. You see, with this team of as small as only 5 people, your profit margins will be anywhere between 70 to about 90% profit margins on this business, on the way scaling to 100K a month and more. So you see how I've thought this out. And that's why I only work with mindset performance coaches, because I know what it's like. I've done it. I built a 7-figure business. I know it's exploded because of things like this. So I've been able to be ahead of you and solve it so you don't have to go through it. Okay, so we just covered the team. Now, the next part here is CRMs, pipelines, DM manager, and the automation, okay? So whether you're a technical person or control freak, or whether you're just a person who's like, DeAndre, I need to organize my team and have my plate things everywhere, that's why you're gonna use this, okay? So if you've ever heard of Go High Level, which is, it's a Go High Level, ClickFunnels, right? I have my own white labeled software. So what I've been able to do is sit with a company like Go High Level and make a custom CRM. CRM stands for Customer Relationship Manager, a place where you can manage all your leads, manage your pipeline, which is basically when a lead comes in, are they booking a call? Did they miss the call? What happens? Did text messages go out? Emails go out? When sales teams are organizing, for example, if you're getting 100 leads a day, so 100 leads a day and you're going through 10 sales calls a day, like where's all these people organizing? How's your team talking to each other? That's a CRM and a pipeline manager. So I've spent, I kid you not, weeks building this out for you. And the coolest thing about this software is that I built it out and I can literally copy and paste it over to your business. made only for mindset and performance coaches. I know what they need, and I built this out, and you're gonna have to, and you will use it. So no more bolting together multiple softwares. You don't need Calendly and ClickFunnels and Schedule Once and Mailchimp and all these different softwares for one small fee that's cheaper than, I guarantee, just one of your ClickFunnels accounts. You'll be able to have everything that you need, and I will teach you how to use this so that you can run your business smoothly. Now you might be thinking, DeAndre, I don't need this right now, because yes, but you will, because I'm already instilling the vision in your heart, in your life, what your life will look like once you've built it out. You will be a coach, because we need more mindset and spiritual coaches building successful businesses. We have all the Amazon guys. You see them all the time, the Amazon FBA guys and the Airbnb guys making all this money. But what we need is leaders like you, people that are pushing personal development and mindset and spirituality and getting oneness with yourself. We need those coaches being successful. How many coaches other than Bob Proctor, Tony Robbins, and the big guys do you see growing massive businesses? Right? But I'm making this for the little guy, the guy that's stuck between 5 to 30 grand a month, and he wants to scale his business to 7 figures and above. He needs help, and he needs systems, and he needs guidance. And I've been that guy, and I've built that, and I've studied that, and I have coaches to do that for you. So using something like a CRM like this will be able to house your company. So this is where your team will be operating, making sure everything's flowing. So so that's what this system will look like. This is a business model that's not only scalable and deliverable, it's something that will allow you to grow consistently to as big as you want. Whether you want to run live events, whether you want to grow your personal brand, whether you want to run digital events, whether you want to build a community, whether you just want to build your business and have time freedom, location freedom, and you're ready to get out of the rat race and impact people because God's put a plan on your life and you know it. You just need a little bit of help and guidance. I've built this for you. I've spent countless months building this out so that you can do it. So guys, whether you want to go take this yourself, hopefully you got enough information to do it by yourself, go implement it. It's a lot harder. It's a lot harder than it looks, right? It's simple, but it's not easy. Trust me, I needed a coach for this stuff. I tried to figure it out myself. It didn't work. So I hired a coach, and it just blew up after that, right? So whether that, or you want to work with myself and my company, you want us to teach you how to do it. So if you want us to teach you how to build this for your mindset and coaching business, and walk your hand through how to do Instagram ads, how to build your following and build an Instagram brand so that you are an authority in your niche, how to build a YouTube channel so you can convert those clients on Instagram over to a really hot fan who wants to reach out to you and say, hey, I want to work with you, and you'll be able to just send payment links in the DMs because they're so hot and ready to purchase your program because of how much value you gave them in advance. You want a system where you can onboard your clients and have a scalable business method. No more one-on-one, no more group coaching, no more group coaching, no more courses, but you can focus on a community, something called a mastermind, where the community becomes a self-evolving organism where it comes to itself and it feeds off itself, and the clients are so happy because of the environment that you built. And because you built this amazing environment and they're so happy, you have your time freedom back. So not only do you have financial freedom, you have time freedom, you have location freedom. You can spend more time with your family. You can spend more time working on the things that you love, like improving your mindset or spending time with your family, and be the CEO of your vision because you are leading the way. And then you can scale your way up to 100 grand a month or more, and then get into amazing live events and just build an amazing sense of fulfillment and happiness, not only for your clients, not only for yourself, but for your family as well. If you want to be part of something like this and this amazing movement, go ahead and look in the description below, and there's going to be a link that takes you over to my Instagram. DM me the word hero. If you're a mindset coach, performance coach, spiritual coach, that's only for that. We don't work with agency coaches. We don't work with fitness coaches, only those types of coaches. DM me the word hero, and myself and my team will reach out to you, and we will hop on a call. And we will see if you're a good fit for us, because we don't take anybody. As you see, we're focusing on quality community. So we're only going to take the best of the best. And I don't care if you have 0 followers right now and you need to start a brand new Instagram. All you need is have a little bit of money for ad spend, have a vision for yourself, and be willing to get out there and get some coaching, invest in yourself so you can go to the next level. I'm looking for those coaches that want to impact people, make a lot of money, and build an amazing business. So go ahead and DM me the word hero. DM me the word hero. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching.